Ever met someone who just oozes confidence? The kind of person who walks into a room and instantly grabs attention, not because they're loud or showy, but because they have this magnetic energy? What if I told you, confidence isn't just something you're born with, it's something you cultivate. Stick around, because we're breaking down the exact habits that make confident people stand out, and how you can use them to instantly boost your own presence. Let's dive in. 1. They listen more than they speak. Confident people understand that true influence isn't about being the loudest voice, it's about being the most present one. Instead of waiting for their turn to speak, they listen with full attention, asking thoughtful questions and responding with genuine interest. This makes others feel seen and valued, creating an instant connection. Unlike insecure people who constantly steer conversations back to themselves, confident individuals elevate discussions by focusing on the speaker. They nod, maintain eye contact, and give affirming cues, subtle yet powerful signals that say, "I'm engaged in what you're saying." This builds trust and likability effortlessly. Deep listening also gives them an edge. They pick up on nuances, uncover shared interests, and avoid miscommunication. People walk away thinking, "That was such a great conversation," even if the confident person barely spoke about themselves. The secret? Confidence isn't about proving your worth. It's about helping others feel theirs. And that is irresistibly attractive. 2. They own their body language. No slouching, no nervous fidgeting, just purposeful, powerful presence. Your body language speaks before you do. Confident people carry themselves with intention. They stand tall, shoulders back, not because they're arrogant, but because they own their space. Their posture alone sends a message: I belong here. No crossed arms, which subconsciously shuts others out. No shifting weight anxiously, just grounded, open energy. Their movements are deliberate. A firm handshake, steady eye contact, and gestures that match their words make them instantly trustworthy. Even in stillness, they exude calm control. No tapping fingers or bouncing legs to betray nerves. Most importantly, their body language invites connection. A slight lean-in shows engagement. A relaxed smile puts others at ease. They don't just look confident, they make you feel confident around them. The secret? Awareness. They've trained themselves to replace shrinking habits with expansive ones, because before you even speak, your body is telling a story. Confident people ensure it's one worth listening to. 3. They're comfortable with silence. Most people fear silence. They rush to fill it with nervous chatter, awkward jokes, or unnecessary explanations. But confident individuals wield silence like a superpower. They understand that pauses aren't empty, they're impactful. When you're comfortable with quiet, you project control. Instead of scrambling for words, you create space for thoughtfulness. This makes your words weightier when you do speak. People lean in, eager to hear what you'll say next. Silence also disarms pressure. In negotiations or debates, the first person to break the pause often loses leverage. Confident people let silence work for them, whether it's holding eye contact with calm assurance or pausing before answering a tough question. Even socially, silence signals security. You don't need constant noise to prove your worth. By embracing pauses, you appear more composed, mysterious, and in command. So, next time conversation lulls, don't panic. Lean into it. Let silence amplify your presence, because true confidence isn't loud, it's unshakably quiet. 4. They celebrate others. Insecure people often see life as a competition. They compare, one-up, or diminish others to feel worthy. But confident people operate differently. They don't need to tear others down because their self-worth isn't tied to external validation. Instead, they lift people up, celebrating wins, offering genuine praise, and empowering those around them. This isn't just kindness, it's smart. Positivity is contagious. When you make others feel good, they're drawn to you. Confidence isn't about being the best in the room. It's about making everyone else feel like they belong there. And that's how you build real influence. 5. They don't seek validation. Confident people don't rely on external validation to feel worthy. Their self-assurance comes from an unshakable inner foundation, a deep trust in their values, abilities, and self-worth. While others chase likes, praise, or approval, they remain grounded because their confidence isn't borrowed. It's built. They know their worth isn't determined by fleeting opinions or social metrics. This internal anchor frees them from insecurities' traps, comparison, people-pleasing, or fear of judgment. Instead, they focus on growth, authenticity, and purpose. When you cultivate confidence from within, no one can give or take away your power. You simply own it. 6. They embrace imperfections. Confident people don't hide their flaws. They own them. While insecurity makes us defensive, true confidence allows someone to laugh at a mistake, admit when they're wrong, or say, "I don't know," without shame. That raw authenticity disarms others. Think of a leader who shrugs off a stumble during a speech with a grin, or a friend who openly admits their quirks. Vulnerability builds trust because it signals, "I'm secure enough to be real." People instinctively gravitate toward those who aren't pretending, because perfection is exhausting. But honesty, that's magnetic. Confidence isn't armor. It's the courage to be unapologetically human. 7. They speak with certainty. Confident people eliminate filler words like or maybe. They speak with clarity and conviction. Instead of hesitating, they pause, choose precise words, and deliver them with certainty. This makes them sound authoritative and trustworthy. Nervous speakers weaken their message with uncertainty, but confident individuals own their statements. Saying, "I believe this will work," instead of, "I think maybe it could," projects self-assurance. Clear communication isn't about being loud, it's about being direct. When you remove shaky language, people instinctively respect your confidence, because you sound like someone who knows what they're saying and believes it. 8. They take up space without apologizing. Confident people don't shrink, apologize for taking up space, or downplay their presence. They stand tall, speak clearly, and occupy rooms with unshakable self-assurance. While insecure people hesitate, they move with intention. Not arrogance, but quiet certainty. They don't fold their arms, slump, or tuck themselves away. Instead, they embrace their right to exist fully, unapologetically. This isn't about being loud. It's about refusing to make yourself small for others' comfort. And that's what makes them magnetic. The world notices people who own their space. Confidence isn't permission to be seen. It's knowing you deserve to be. Confidence isn't about being the loudest. It's about being the most authentic. Start practicing these habits and watch how people naturally gravitate toward you. Which habit will you try first? Comment below, like and subscribe for more confidence hacks.